Well, good evening to everybody around the great state of Michigan, and man, is it good to be home.
This one is a big one, and I imagine everybody's focus on this Michigan State team got laser sharp as soon as they realized, hey, Wisconsin's next, they're in second place, and we better show up tonight if we plan to stay in first place.
But tonight we're going to see history. Cassius Winston needs 4 assists to pass Mateen Cleaves to become the all-time leader in career assists at Michigan State and the Big Ten Conference. I said it before and I'll say it again, Matt. I never thought that record of Mateen Cleaves would be broken.
Badgers, Spartans, Big Ten, and here we go. Nice look. Bam, Tillman punches it down. And that's what Wisconsin's worried about. On the road, in East Lansing, they don't want to get down big early. Long rebound, Winston, outlet pass. Gabe Brown tracks it down on the baseline. Gliding bucket, George Gervin style, and the foul. Inside, nice move as Winston gets his second assist, finding Tillman. Wisconsin with a bully ball here, counted, and the foul. The kick. Henry knocks it down from deep for 3. Meanwhile, Winston with the dribble penetration. Front court, Watts, the lob, and Tillman. Kobe Ford strip. Cassius Winston to the basket. Off the glass and in. Winston dumps it down. And 1. And with that assist, Cassius Winston ties Mateen Cleaves for the all-time assist mark in the Big Ten.
So without further ado, I'd like to introduce the family, her husband Jerry, her 2 young, stand up there Jerry so they can see you, her 2 sons TJ and Connor. Connor I believe is a hockey player, so he'll fit in quite well around here. And our new basketball coach, new volleyball coach. I'm in the wrong building here. And our new volleyball coach, Cathy George. Cathy.
Oh, wow, we have some bright lights going on here. Oh, gosh, thank you so much. It's been such a whirlwind, and I thank you all for being here today. It's an honor.
We had looked at a couple different jobs, and it was hard because you want your kids to be happy. We were happy, and so it wasn't an easy move. When you're moving your kids, your heart's bleeding. It's like, is this going to be right for them?
I remember my mom was trying to get me out of my room for a couple hours. I was stuck in there, and I was like, I don't really want to talk to you. She was like, it's gonna work out. We're gonna be fine. And it was hard for her too, because she had been at Western for so long and built a community there, but she knew what she was doing was helping her and her family out at the same time, and hopefully benefit her in her career and her goals as a coach. I remember the first day that we got here and we got introduced by the athletic director and everything. Right then and there I knew. I was like looking around and I could see the whole Spartan family was there to support my mom. And I remember at such a young age I felt welcome, and I knew my family felt welcome here. And I couldn't wait to see what was next in store for my mom and our family in East Lansing.
Connor's, he was 4 years younger than his older brother, and he always tried to keep up. He was keeping up with TJ and his friends, and some of his friends were a year older. And so as they went through the neighborhood and played every type of game, you saw him trying to keep up. And whatever sport it was, whatever type of game it was, he was always trying to show that he belonged with the older kids.
I followed my brother around as a kid, and he played hockey growing up. And so I would always play hockey. He played basketball, I'd play basketball. And if he played baseball, I'd play baseball.
I remember him writing stories. He'd get on a computer and he'd write about how he was going to be the pitcher for the New York Yankees in the World Series. And so he wrote a whole story about that. And he was going to be a baseball player at that point. And really, we all thought he was going to be a baseball player because going into his junior year, he was all pitcher. But then he shot up 6 inches. He started shooting a lot, and he had been playing basketball all the way through. But it was, it changed his whole idea about what he was going to do and what he was going to be.
I decided like basketball is probably going to be it for me. I mean, I loved it. I was doing well in it, and I just thought to myself, it's more fun for me right now at this moment, basketball, and that's kind of what I wanted to do. I want to stick with my gut and play the sport that's going to be the most fun for me. Coach DJ was at one of my high school games. I think he was actually recruiting another player at the time, and I had a good game, and I think he kind of took note of that because he knew who I was.
He did such a good job of scoring, and he was such a competitive kid. He played hard. Every time we saw him play, it was like, this kid, you know, he can really help us out.
They were like, let's have a meeting here. I sat down, and coaches was kind of like, you know, we'd love to have you as a preferred walk-on. And that kind of like hit me by surprise a little bit. I was like, oh, really?
You got to have some guys that can run and pick things up very easily, and he's one of those guys. But you also want a guy that has some fire about him, some guy that's going to be competitive, is going to push his teammates and be supportive.
When he was able to talk to Coach and just kind of sort all this out and try to figure out what it was, he knew, you know, he's bleeding green.
I knew right when he told me, I just knew right then and there, like, this is what I'm going to do. I wanted to be here since I was a little kid, and because I knew the family atmosphere that was established because of Coach. I took this spot, and I haven't regretted it, and it's been the best decision of my life. And I couldn't be more thankful for Coach Izzo and DJ and all the assistants for believing in me.
I remember talking to Connor when he first got here, and he was saying that there was nothing like it because the intensity was exactly what he wanted. He wanted it to be hard. He didn't want it to be easy. He loved the fact that everybody was trying to be their very best.
Going to the Final Four, I remember talking to my mom. She was like, this is it. This is the face that I've wanted to see from you. This makes it all worth it, everything. All the hard work that you've put in here. This is the face that I imagined that I would see you with when you decided to come here.
We talked about all the experiences he's had and how awesome that's really to be a part of that and to shake this coach's hand or that and just like know that he's a part of a program that is just all about excellence.
Let's go, 7 minutes, 7 minutes. 15-second sprint, on your own, go, go. Ready, 1, 2. All right, we're not hanging our head. Get our head in there so we match his level. Let's go. So let's stay into it. Stay on that arm, circle into that elbow, okay? Let the action happen, then look for your shot. All right, let's do it. A couple more minutes. 1, 2. Because what happens is if you drop your elbow down, boom, that's where I pop your elbow. So it's up, there, see that? Yes, then he gets now you can control me. You can go to my wrist and go, yes, yes. Does that make sense? Yeah. The biggest thing is to have an underhook and you're just kind of hanging here. Because now you spear, my elbow's gone.
Right.
Right? Now if I'm here, go ahead, spear. You can't.
Now I gotta go here.
My elbow's up. As far as Minnesota this Friday, you know, I'm looking forward. We have great opportunity. We have great opportunity. I didn't even look at their lineup until today, okay? And I feel really good about it. I feel really good about it after looking at it, okay? On paper, you know, it's 5-5 probably, but we have to win some of those swing matches, okay? You know, we have to go in this with a refreshed mindset and build off of what we learned from yesterday's duel, okay? And that's wrestling from our positions, not other people's positions. One of the other things we've talked about this every week this year. We got to be better next time we step on the mat. It should be easier to be a lot better than we were this past weekend or yesterday. And I challenge every guy in this room to be better every day this week.
Come on, CG. Come on, CG. I'm with you, man.
Obviously, as a walk-on or non-walk-on, if you're a scholarship player, you're going to battle through adversity. You're going to have tough times, and there's going to be times where you probably are thinking to yourself, well, what am I doing? This is a lot more than I anticipated when I was coming in here, but having someone like my mom right around the corner has been so beneficial to me.
It really is, I think, because we've lived this. Like, he understands athletics through and through. He understands it through the coach's eye. You know, I understand it now through the player's eye. It's actually helped me in coaching as well because I can see point of view from where a player might sit. He's all into this volleyball team and what's going on, and I'm into the basketball team too. I want to see them be tremendously successful, and it is interesting because we have different points of view.
I mean, she's not scared to hold anything back. She's a coach, and she's also my mom. And I can always talk to her. I trust her with anything. And I love my mom.
I try to make sure that I'm tough on him when I need to be tough on him to be real, and I think that he trusts that. You know, I always told him I could try to be your friend and make everything wonderful for you, but it's my responsibility on this earth to make you a better man, and these decisions of saying no to this or no to that, you know, have to be there, and so you have to understand that. It'd be much easier to say yes to everything you want, and that's not what I'm gonna do.
She's always been able to help me see things from a different point of view. She just always is there to unwind me. She's always telling me just to be patient, keep trusting yourself, keep working hard, and everything will work out. And I believe that. I believe in her, and I trust her, and it's been awesome just having her around.
Both TJ and Connor, they've allowed me to be a coach, and it wasn't easy because being a mom and going through a Big Ten, it's not easy, and they gave me the okay. Hey, Mom, we love that you're a coach. We love that we're a part of these special moments because they've been to, you know, bowl games or Final Fours even before Connor was on the team, and they got to be a part of a family here at Michigan State, and they love that. You have a picture with Buster Bronco.
I wanted to play at Western before I knew about MSU.
Yeah.
Which is
I
weird.
know. It was funny because we had all those pictures of you with Buster Bronco and Cameron and Katie, and you know, remember the stands, the volleyball games with the pom poms on Katie's head, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are good memories. But I just remember you like as this, they called you Big Baby George because you had the biggest head in the world and you were taller than every kid your age, and you were just like this monster kid who was just really aggressive. So always like getting in trouble in the hallways because you were trying to play puck. What is that called? The little puck.
It was either football or
what was
hockey.
the little hockey thing?
Yeah.
Mini sticks hockey. Yeah.
During her season and stuff, in my season it's harder, but we were trying to get together at least once a week and get something to eat and just catch up on things if we haven't like seen each other in the last week.
And it was like we'd come up with a night that could work around practices or our practices. You know.
It didn't work 100% of the time, but I mean, most of the time we saw each other, you know, at least once a week and got something to eat.
And it was really just a brief check-in, kind of seeing how everything is doing and, you know, just checking on classes, life, and all that other good stuff. It's really crazy that, like, he lives here, TJ lives here, but we don't always see each other. So we actually have to make time to do that. And you know, and it's a busy world. I want him to live his own life and be who he is here and not be like, oh, I've got, you know, mom across the street or anything. I didn't want that, but we wanted to check in, so it's awesome to have that. And he's actually become better at it as time's gone on, because at first that was like not the cool thing to do, and then, you know, after a while it's gotten more and more like where we're able to do that. It's a warm, authentic feeling, and that's what you want it to be.
Get up, that's it.
There you go, get your feet off. Now, let's go, let's go. Alright, there you go,
Spartans on three, ready, 1, 2, 3, Spartans!
I could say for the first time since I've been head coach, you know, we have depth up and down our entire lineup, and it's just refreshing to know as a coach that, you know, whether it's the number one guy in at a weight class or the number two guy in the weight class, we're going to have a solid guy that we put on the mat each and every time. And, you know, that just comes from the development, you know, the commitment that the guys have given to us at, you know, what we're asking as coaches. Where we are right now, these guys, and I give credit to them, is that, you know, they've bought into the process,
and you know, they've committed as a family, and they call themselves a family, and they truly are. It's the closest team I've ever been part of, and it's really cool to see. But in order for us to go to the next level as a program, you know, we need each of them to hold each other accountable, and that's what family does. And I think we're in a good place as a program, but in order to take that next step, the accountability has to come from within.
We haven't had a positive dual meet year in 12 years until last year. So, I mean, in a way, I like to think, yeah, my class started that push. Even though we didn't, Roger came in 2 years before that and started bringing in those recruits. He got a top 15 recruiting classes, I think, his first or second year of coaching here, and which was awesome. You can just see the progress that he's making every single year with the guys he's bringing in. It's only getting better and better every single year.
When I was a freshman, I think it was a little different than it is now. I think the team is 10 times closer. I think we work harder. I think we're more serious about what we're doing. I think the culture is just, he's molding us in kind of like a culture of excellence. And he always says Spartan strong, and that's really what it's all about.
All right, hey, warm-up drill on your own, 4 minutes, but I want you to focus on advantage positions, underhook, inside tie, 2-on-1s, all right? Positions where you're moving the guy and dictating pace and moving him, okay? It doesn't have to be anything crazy. It's your warm-up drill, but I want you working from those positions.
If we focus on the things that we have to work on individually and as a program, then we're taking care of business. Minnesota is a tough team. They've been traditionally a top 10 team in the country, but we can't focus on that. We can't focus on the numbers. We have to focus on what we can do to execute, to score points, and put our best foot forward when we compete.
Things we worked on this week is position, dictating pace, being where we want to wrestle. All right, that's just championship level wrestling, being fundamental. Shot defense, guy shoots on us, we stuff his head, we stop his shot first before we try going to our other positions where we can score, okay? Wrestle within yourself. Okay? Every guy has that responsibility to wrestle within themselves and wrestle for 7 minutes, okay? We have to be better than last week. We all know that. I know we will be. All right, every guy from 25 all the way through heavyweight has a responsibility to wrestle 7 minutes as hard as you possibly can and look to put points on the board. All right, let's bring it in. Here we go. Spartans on 3. 1, 2, 3. Spartans!
For your Spartans, redshirt senior from Angola, Indiana, Garrett Papal.
Wow, that was close. That could have potentially been a pin.
It was a very dominating match right there from Pep. Will never really let Jones get the advantage.
We're taking steps each and every day to be one of the best teams in the country. I wouldn't say those things if I didn't really believe it. These guys have made me believers, and when I can say that they've made me believers, I know things are going in the right direction.
Best athlete on the team. That's right, Rocket Watts. Watts feeling it. Woo! Rocket Watts. Warrior. The lob. Woo! Whoa! Gabe Brown got up. Cassius Winston, 1 assist from becoming the all-time assist leader in Big Ten history. There it is! Cassius Winston to Tillman. 65-42. What a career.
6 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. More importantly,
a win.
And that's what he's been all about his entire career.
Spartans will pick up their 14th win of the season, 6th in Big Ten play to go along with only 1 loss. They're 9-1 at home.
It's been 20 years since my superstar that won us one of those banners, Mateen Cleaves, set the record both in the Big Ten and at Michigan State. And for Cassius to do it with 14, maybe more games left, hopefully, is incredible. So, Mo, why don't you pass the baton to your buddy here?
Hey, Cassius, congratulations, baby. Let's make it a special year. Good stuff, baby.
Turned that over already. Like I said, man, this a huge honor, man, for it to stay in the family, held down for 20 years, man. That tell you how hard it is and you know how special it is. So I appreciate you for setting the way. Appreciate Coach for giving me the opportunity. Appreciate my teammates. Appreciate everybody here, man. It's something that hopefully gonna last for another 20, man. I'll come back. Appreciate y'all, man. Everybody here. Go Green.